done, we'll be starting as soon as the attorneys finish their little talk there. So as soon as they get back, we'll start the meeting, so it shouldn't be too much longer. this, we all know how it is when a bunch of lawyers get together, we don't know how long that might take. So, we're glad everybody could be here tonight, and again, thank you for your patience. For our invocation, I'll ask that you join us in a moment of silence, and I'd like for you to remember with us Mr. Jimmy Cox and his family. Mr. Cox is one of our board members who could not be here tonight. His 19-year-old son was tragically killed at the end of March in an automobile accident. So we ask you to keep your thoughts and prayers for the Cox family while they're still trying to process and go through this time of grief in their life. So if you would join us in a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Roll call. Okay, approval of the minutes of February 12th. You have those minutes in front of you. Should have plenty of time to look those over. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections to the minutes?
Just one word, just a grammatical.
Okay, where's that? Okay.
It just says vice chair, this is on the first page, 1-3. Vice Chair Cox asked for a motion to approve or deny the December 11, 2025. It doesn't say minutes. It's just correct thing to make sure.
Okay. Holly, you have that? Any other corrections to the minutes? If there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes of February 12th. So made by Mr. White, do I have a second? Second by Mr. Moore. All in favor say aye. Aye. The minutes are passed. Under old business, we'll go into item number 1, the approval of the decision order to continue agenda items from December 11, 2025 meeting. You want to talk about anything before we do this, or? Okay. You have that decision order in front of you, and basically, correct me if I'm wrong, basically this says what we agreed to during our December 11th meeting. It's a, this is for December. This approval of decision order to continue items from the December 11th, December 11th meeting. This is, I have it in front of us. So you have that document in front of you. Any questions or comments about this?
Both attorneys agreed to the wording of that.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve this document? Made by Mr. Moore, do I have a second? Second by Mr. White. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye. 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 All opposed say no. That decision order is approved. Now, old business, item number 2, a request to revoke the special use permit for the bed and breakfast located at 1040 North Market Street, parcel number 5686-013406.
Before we started, attorneys had a discussion about procedural issues that Ms. Bravo's attorney, Ms. Allen, I'm sorry. My voice is usually a lot louder than this. These are some additional time that we work on for several for exhibits, and we thought that was a good idea for her to be allowed to do that.
You say rework them?
No. She needs to do something with her exhibits, and we discussed that in the back, and that's where she needs some extra time before we get started.
Yes, that is correct. That is the conversation that we had. It had to have 5 minutes.
Okay.
To go through those, and then we'll be able to proceed.
Okay, she wants to go into, you request a recess, we do that. 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
5 to 10 minutes.
10 minute recess. Okay, we're going to a 10-minute recess.
recess for 10 minutes. Some trickery going on. So we're talking to residents about what they're about to book on the L Hotel. How do you feel about it? I think we talked about it before. Yes. March year. I remember you. Yes. Would you be interested in just doing a quick interview? I know you said, because like I remember last year we talked about like how loud the parties were, right? And you're like, and just like, I remember you.
Let me think about it.
Think about it. He tried to talk to me. And then I remember he's trying to get my attention. He says, George, he said, I want to talk to George. No, that's not true. You don't know what you're saying. Oh, you're going to stay. Just like that. No. So you want to go Monday? Are you coming Monday? Okay, you said you were going to write something for me. Yeah. I got you.
Can you take your last shot at 6? I'm like, sure, it's going to be done.
Hey, wait, are you still going to do it?
I mean, yeah, I think
So you're gonna do like a
just show.
right.
I mean, luckily, I already did the research on the history, so the script's pretty much plug and play.
Yeah. So it's literally just gonna be that like. I posted, yeah, because I made a post on our.
Well, I mean, yeah, I posted
Did
on
you see it?
Facebook. No, I didn't see
Oh,
it.
you posted one too.
Yeah,
on your.
or I gave them.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I think. I don't. Was he here for the last? Yeah.
Yeah, and then they didn't have a course.
Yeah.
I should know that word. They've modeled you in for 8 years.
No, actually. Yeah, I don't have a form,
But now they do. Yeah.
I did too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I did all of high school. Are you with the Washington D.C.? I'm George. I think I've read some stuff.
You're okay so bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just do it the right way. Anybody else?
That's
No, actually, no.
That's the situation. Yeah, this is
I think it would be funny if people wasn't here Washington and then like 1 point fought NC correspondent.
No, actually. That'll be good.
Well, yeah.
That's the only Washington that how's like your week been going?
I was sick yesterday.
You were, but you're back to normal.
I'm fine now. I think I was just like, my body needed a reset or something.
How was your birthday? Oh, it was nice. That's good. What'd you do?
I got a weed.
You got
A weed? Yeah.
I love the weed.
Yeah, I was like, parents, because obviously, like, no one's around. Just give me like presents. My parents were like, here's $150. Just go.
And you got them so.
Yeah.
Wait, you heard that?
I got for a steal $100. With the like everything you need. I know. I just need the games.
Right. Do you like The Sims? I love The Sims. Mario Kart.
I know I need to get Mario Kart's so expensive though. Because everyone wants it. But I think I found one online for $50.
Ooh, that's wait, $50 for just Mario Kart? That's
It's because everyone. It's because the demand is so high.
yeah. They just get like 23.
Now I will say, I went to McKay's in Mebane, and I got like 12 games for $30. I just got a bunch of like crappy, just to like fill it up, just so I can be like, I do have games. They're not good ones, but
That's true. Do you guys like the best series?
I grew up.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. I grew up with Xbox. Yes, Nintendo.
I grew up with a computer.
That's honestly good.
It's not that good.
We had a computer too. She said she was really good, but like nobody really used it. It was just kind of
We didn't have to.
I don't have time. Just like, I don't know, talking this anymore. Like, as soon as college, I'm like, I don't have time for this. So, yeah.
He still found that off the website. You're supposed to be with, and that's why we came. It's exactly why we came here. She did.
Meeting will come back to order, please. You ready to see this, Alabama, you ready to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Ron, Osha, I'll turn it over to you for cities.
The city's position is that, this board had a hearing in August, and that hearing concluded. You received all the evidence that was necessary for you to make a decision in this matter. It has been continued, to tonight, and I plan to simply give you a closing argument based upon the evidence that you have already received. And in the event Ms. Kendall wishes to present additional evidence, I will object to that.
My position is that we have additional, evidence to present to the board. This evidence was given after the August hearing, but is evidence from events that took place before the August hearing. Specifically, majority of it addresses the questions that the board asked Ms. Bravo during the hearing, and I think that it's important that, the board have the opportunity to review these documents and the evidence when making their decision, based on their direct questions to some of these items. So, we do have evidence to present, and that will be our position.
How many pieces of evidence are we talking about?
It's 32 documents, however, the first 25 essentially go hand in hand. There are emails, exchanges that took place, within the city about this matter, and addresses, again, specific questions that I know specifically you as the chairman and Ms. Dennis asked Ms. Bravo directly. And so, I have prepared them in a way that I can give each of you the entire packet so you can be reviewing it instead of having to, enter each one individually.
How long will it take you to present this new evidence? And I'm thinking about it, because we were here, 5 or 6 hours last time, and I don't want to repeat being here another 5 hours when you've been here, twice already, so I'm trying to.
Right,
understand.
absolutely, do not anticipate it taking that long. I would say, 30 minutes. Again, a lot of these it's 32 exhibits, but some of these have a couple of lines on it.
Okay,
so
let's
it's not 30
let's do this. I'm gonna let you present that evidence. You got 30 minutes to do it, and I'm gonna give Mr. Hosher 30 minutes to respond to that, and then we'll go into a closing and a closing. Does that sound like that makes sense? Mr. Rand?
That's what the board wishes to do.
Board feel okay about that?
Mr. Chairman, I understand it sounds like you've made a decision. I would suggest to the board that, at your last hearing, you did ask questions of Ms. Bravo about, activities and things that she did when she received notices from the city. And she had the opportunity at that time to present evidence of what she did or did not do. And I'm hearing that, a lot of these 30 exhibits are internal city emails, and they may represent, they may say that she did make communication or not, but my point is, you asked those questions in August, and she had the opportunity to respond to those, your questions, direct questions, and I don't hear anything about any newly discovered evidence, and she had the opportunity to tell you from her own mouth what she did to try to react to what the city had sent her.
And she did say that she reached out to the city, specifically Mr. Chairman said, why did you not beat down doors? Ms. Dennis specifically asked her, what efforts did you make? These exhibits will show that as soon as she received the first notice, she called, she left a voicemail. It then was sent to the city manager, Mr. Russell, the mayor, Mr. Sadler, other members of the city, Mr. Hale, saying, Ms. Bravo reached out. We all need to get on the same page before we contact her. Can important to show that she made an effort, she was contacting the city, obviously based on these, the city was ignoring her, because they wanted to all be on the same page.
Okay, I'm gonna allow you 30 minutes to present it, and I'm gonna allow Mr. Holster 30 minutes for rebuttal. And that's the way we're gonna get it, because I think we're all to a point where we want.
For the record, I'd like to add a standing objection to the emails that she intends to present, because I don't think the internal communications of the city are relevant to whether or not she violated her special use permit or violated the zoning regulations.
Well, I would also like to move for a motion to dismiss because the special use revocation permit or application that was filed was not signed. And this is a quasi-judicial proceeding, and that permit is proceeded as a pleading. And if a pleading has not been signed, then the court has nothing before them. And so the permit application was not signed. So who's the issuer?
I think you waived that. I can always, if that was an issue, I would advise the board to disregard that.
I don't think that I did.
You
waive that.
did because we had a hearing that lasted 7 hours, and that was never raised. So the board can consider, because they did ask questions, that's the reason they want to consider what you brought here. But the issue that's brought up there, procedural issue, something like that's brought up now 8 months later, I think is inappropriate, that's what I'm telling you.
Well, if there's not a signed pleading, that would go to subject matter jurisdiction, and subject matter jurisdiction can be raised at any time throughout the proceeding. And so essentially.
I don't think it's a matter of subject matter jurisdiction either. You're correct, and you'd have the opportunity, if things go awry for you today, to appeal that to the Superior Court.
Well, I'd like my motion to dismiss, you know, for the record then.
It is on the record. In the effort to be fair and allow Ms. Bravo every opportunity to present this evidence that we did ask for before, I'm gonna give you 30 minutes, like I said, whether that be right or whether that be wrong, that's what we wanna do. So you have the floor, you have 30 minutes to present this evidence. I'm gonna give Mr. Holster 30 minutes to talk about it, and then we can be done.
You can vote on that motion to dismiss, to deny or approve. Somebody can make a motion to deny, somebody can make a motion to approve, or to grant a motion, as you see fit.
What, to dismiss?
Yes.
You want to vote on the motion to dismiss?
To dismiss what?
She said to dismiss the case. You know, I said, everybody can hear you.
No, that's not a motion that I'm seeking to make.
Okay. About hearing the evidence?
I had a question as to whether or not we should have a vote on that.
Okay, do y'all want to have a vote on it? We'll have a vote on it if you want to.
Well, talk to the attorney.
I think your rules usually allow the chairman to make administrative rulings, but I think that if the chair wants to ask the board what it feels like about the evidence, you can certainly do that, and then you can vote on that.
Okay, well, let's vote on it then. I value y'all's opinion, so we have a vote on it. All those that will be in favor of letting Ms. Bravo present this 30 minutes of evidence that we did ask for at the first meeting, raise your right hand. All opposed, raise your right hand. Okay. With 2 passes, you have the floor.
I would call Ms. Bravo.
Should use yours. I'm happy if you stay over there, do another microphone. Where are people?
sure you can talk about these in numerical order.
Yes, I'm gonna go right down the line.
Okay, 30 minutes.
Alright, do you see the documents that are in front of me?
Yes,
Okay, and do you see the first one listed as exhibit one?
yes.
Okay, and what is that?
It's an email from, Mr. Donald Sadler, at the time Mayor Sadler, to Mr. Wilshire.
And what's the date?
June 26th, 2025.
And can you read that first email?
Jonathan, do you have anyone on staff that can get this correct for Franz? Thanks, Donald R. Sadler, Mayor.
Okay, and below that, it's an email from Mr. Holscher to Mr. Mike Dale, Jonathan Russell, Donald Sadler, Anthony Tyree, Holly Taylor, Lynn Moore, Stacy Draper. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and can you read the, that email?
For starters, and as discussed several times, this is not a rehearing. This is an application to revoke special use permit. This is not a very good start. It needs to be just like an application for special use permit, including what you normally include in an application. I would attach the courtesy notice of violation.
Objection. This exhibit has nothing to do with Ms. Bravo's efforts to react to the city's
I'm going to sustain that. Continue.
Ms. Bravo, do you see exhibit two?
Yes.
Okay, and what is that?
It is an email from Mayor Sadler, but the person it was sent to is not included.
Okay, and what's the date?
Wednesday, April 30th, 2025.
Okay, and below that, is that an email from Mike Dale to Don Sadler on April 30th, 2025?
Yes.
Okay, and can you read the contents of that email?
Mike Dale has forwarded to Donald Sadler the email that I provided to Mike Dale on April 30th. And it's my email to Mr. Dale writing in response to the letter I received on April 29th regarding the special use permit for 1040 North Market Street, also attached. Per the condition of the permit requiring the property to be owner or operator occupied, I confirm that 1040 North Market Street is owner or operator occupied on a daily basis. Therefore, the condition of being owner or operator occupied is met in full. Please let me know if anything further is required in order to resolve this matter. Sincerely, Ellen Bravo.
Okay, and do you remember the notice of potential special use permit violation that was dated April 16th, 2025?
Yes.
Okay, and in that email, does it include that, please respond to this notice with written certification as requested above by April 30th, 2025. Failure to do so could result in further action by the City of Washington Board of Adjustments. Please provide City Washington or city staff with written documentation of who resides at the location, owner or operator, so staff can confirm there is no violation. An email will suffice for this response. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so this is the email that when you were asked about in August that you indicated you would send.
Yes.
Okay, and based on the notice that the city sent you, this would resolve the issue from this first notice.
Yes.
Can you look at exhibit 2 or exhibit 3?
Yes.
Okay, and can you identify what that is?
It is. It's an email from Donald Sadler. Again, the person that it's sent to is not included. It's a forwarded email out of the server that Mike Dale had sent at the time on April 22nd. It says pertinent info is highlighted in green and the subject is Elk Hotel info.
And can you look at exhibit 4? And what is exhibit 4?
It is an email from Donald Sadler. Again, the person must have been, I'm guessing, out of network, because the person is not included. 15th Street improvements, and the email is FYI. It's email correspondence forwarded between Mayor Sadler, Jonathan Russell, Allison Thornburg.
I renew my objection. This has no relevance to Ms. Bravo's efforts to react to the city's notifications.
Sustain.
Ms. Bravo, I put your attention to exhibit 5. Can you identify what that is?
It is an email from Mike Dale to Donald Sadler. It is a forward of an email from Mr. Jeff Huss.
And who's included in that email?
Jonathan Russell and Franz. the citation you prepared for the El Hotel, and we will need to send it on July 3rd. The citation fee will be $50 per day, starting on June 3rd.
Objection. Again,
Can you identify Exhibit 6?
An email from Anthony Tyree to Donna Sadler,
What's the date?
May 28th, 2025.
And what's the content? Well, strike that. Is Mike Dale, Jonathan Russell, Donald Sadler, and Anthony Tyree, and Gary Phillips all included in this email exchange?
Yes.
Okay. And can you read the bottom?
objection. I've read the rest of that email with Fred, and it doesn't have anything to do.
Yes, it does. Mike, can you call me sometime today? Ellen Bradley has
Hold on,
asked to
hold
meet
on.
with me.
The objection is that it doesn't have anything to do with what we're here for. And you say that there is, what does it have to do with?
Ellen Bradley has asked to meet with me about the B&B ordinance change.
Gary
I would
Phillips
like
is
to
not a
speak
city
with you.
representative.
I didn't interrupt you, please don't interrupt me. I'd like to speak with you to refresh my understanding of the ordinance and get your take on what's going on. So, it sounds like Ms. Bradley reached out to a member of the planning board after these 5 notices have been sent. That's relevant.
That's not after the 5 notices have been sent. This is-
It's after the first notice. This was sent on May 28th, and the first notice was allegedly sent on April 16th, and then May the 5th.
Okay, I'm gonna sustain this objection. Proceed.
Can you identify Exhibit 7?
An email from Mike Dale to Mr. Holscher, notices for the El Hotel case.
Can you identify Exhibit 8?
Email from
Objection
Mike
to
Dale to
exhibit, I'm
Anthony.
sorry, we're going really fast. Exhibit 7 is an exhibit that talks about communication between Mike Dale and myself, and it talks about how we will proceed. Doesn't have anything to do with Ms. Bravo's efforts to react to the city's notices.
I didn't read
I'm
it all.
gonna sustain
I
that.
didn't read the contents of it. Exhibit 8, can you identify that?
An email from
I'm
Mike.
talking about exhibit 7.
I'm on Exhibit 8 now.
I'm asking for
I
rules.
sustain your objection on Exhibit 7. Continue with Exhibit 8.
An email from Mike Dale to Anthony Tyree,
What's the date?
May 29th.
Does this email summarize that they had communications regarding the city ordinance and the violations, and that they were gonna meet with you that day?
Objection,
12:30?
same grounds.
Sustain.
If they're gonna meet with her at 12:30 to discuss the notices that she's received, that's extremely relevant. Does it also indicate in there that, Mr. Tyree states that he wants to make sure that all of his questions answered to guide
I believe the objection
appropriate?
is sustained.
Exhibit 9, can you identify that?
It's an email from Mike Dale to Jonathan Russell on May 28th.
Okay. And does it indicate that you've reached out to the city to discuss the, ordinance change?
Yes.
Objection.
What's the date on this?
Sustain.
Is the date May 28th of 2025?
It is, it's hearsay.
What's, can you identify Exhibit 10?
It's an email on May 15th from Mike Dale to Jonathan Russell.
And does it regard a meeting prior to reaching out to you about the other hotel?
Yes.
And is that on May 15th, 2025?
Objection.
Yes.
That doesn't have anything to do with
Sustain. Sustain.
Can you, identify Exhibit 11?
It is an email from Mike Dale to Mayor Sadler dated June 5th.
Can you identify,
Who's Gary Phillips?
A member of the planning board for the city of Washington.
Okay.
but he's not, this is planning, not this board, not a city employee.
No, he was a member of the planning board that voted for the ordinance changes that went into effect for bed and breakfast.
Does that have anything to do with the board of adjustment?
I don't think so.
No, the planning board votes on the ordinance and code changes, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how that works here.
It looks like she was trying to get some guys in the planning board about changing the ordinance, is that correct?
About the changes that were being referenced in the letters I was receiving, I reached out to a member I knew on the planning board for assistance.
I understand, okay, continue.
And does Exhibit 11 say, at request of the mayor, I'm Exhibit 12.
An email from Mike Dale to Jonathan Russell on June 26th, titled El Hotel Evidence.
Objection. This email does not have anything to do with what Ms. Bravo did in reaction to the notices she received from the city.
I'm gonna sustain that.
Is Exhibit 13 an email from Jeff Hughes to Mike Dale with attachments for evidence regarding an event that took place on June 14th, 2025
Objection.
on Facebook?
That doesn't have anything to do with the efforts that Ms. Bravo made in reaction to the city's.
That's gonna be sustained.
Is Exhibit 14 an email from Stacy Redford to Phil Rollinson on June 2nd, 2025?
Objection, same grounds.
Sustained.
Is Exhibit 15 an email from Mike Dale to Don Sadler on June 26th?
Objection, same grounds.
Can I please finish the question before you object?
I don't think you need to finish this question, because you're trying to get evidence in, it's not relevant to the line of questioning. Excuse me, the line of questioning has been permitted. The line of questioning has been
Yes,
permitted.
it's sustained. Let it continue.
Is Exhibit 16 an email from Mike Dale to Jeff Hughes from June 25th, 2025 regarding evidence
It's
involving
sustained.
the El Hotel?
Objection.
It's sustained.
Is Exhibit 17 an email from Mike Dale?
At this point, I'd like to ask the chairman and or the board to take the rest of these exhibits and view them in camera to decide whether or not they should be received or not, because what we're receiving is evidence of things that are going on inside the city internally, which has nothing to do with the line of questioning, which was supposed to prove the efforts that Ms. Bravo made upon her receipt of notifications from the city.
And there are additional exhibits that will address this. This is a public hearing. The public has the opportunity and the right to hear all of this. If the Mr. Chairman sustains the objection, then it's not allowed in evidence. But I would object to an in-camera review. At this point, we're halfway through these.
I don't think the board would have an objection to acknowledging that Ms. Bravo made efforts before, but some of these exhibits don't show.
Well,
They
we're not
don't,
doing that.
they don't. And so if we want to review these and save time, we don't review them, the board can always acknowledge that she did make some efforts.
I could withdraw my objection and say that, if we could introduce an exhibit, give us, 20 seconds to look at it before we read it, so that we can decide whether or not, it should be entertained.
Yeah,
For
okay.
example, exhibit 17, I would object to that being in for the same grounds.
Exhibit 8, an email from Jeff Hughes to Don Sadler. Don asked that I send this out yesterday about 11 a.m. on 11th Street inside the El Hotel.
Objection.
Hold on just a second.
I recommend the board take 5 minutes to look at these records.
Yeah, let's
To
just
see if
let's
they
go back.
didn't make a call about whether or not it was received.
Not all of them are emails. There's some at the end that are not emails. So I would ask that the board, pull it out.
I mean, I think the board, I mean, contend that Ms. Browder made some efforts in the beginning when the violations were there to try to change the ordinance, figure out what's going on, or acknowledge the violations or whatever. I mean, I don't have a problem.
I don't have any
Acknowledging
objection to
that, I
exhibit
mean, I think
19.
that's the reason we asked this question back.
I don't have an objection to exhibit 19, it's an email, from Ms. Bravo to Mike Dale.
Right, at the end was sent from Mike Dale to Donald Sadler, who was the
Objection.
mayor, and Ms. Bravo's, soon-to-be political,
I think we're getting off, we get a little bit off track, I think.
I don't think that we are, because our position from the start was that this
That's
was
gonna be,
politically motivated,
That's gonna be
and these
overruled.
emails
that's gonna be overruled.
extremely prove everything that we have alleged, which is why the city is trying so hard
What
to
you're
keep
talking about
it
right now
out.
is gonna be overruled.
No, we've had an extreme constitutional issue here.
I'm giving you a chance to present this evidence. This board gave me a chance to present these questions we asked. We didn't ask any questions about the mayor, about the interaction with the other mayor. If you want to
reason you have the Board of Adjustment is because the Board of Adjustment is independent. It makes its own decision. It doesn't matter if the politics of the board wants this place gone or wants to keep it. That's why the city could appeal a decision of the Board of Adjustment. So what you're doing is you're litigating things, and you're trying to put in here things that have to do with the federal lawsuit that was rather filed in the federal court, if I'm not mistaken. And they don't have anything to do with what this board's considering. The question would be, is, did she do anything